guys. So I went to a Chinese restaurant recently, and that's when I remember that it's actually been a while I made Chinese sauce. So today I'm going to be making some beef curry. So let's get into it. This is me just prepping my peppers, and I'm going to blend all of this very roughly. Now it's time for me to chop my bell peppers. So I'm going to be slicing this, not too big, not too small, a little somewhere in between. Who is this person coughing again in my kitchen? And if I tell them to leave, they won't want to go. These children. So Rex is helping to cut the carrots. I scraped them and put them in a bowl and asked him to cut them. Now it's time for me to slice the spring onions. I don't know, for some reason I always confuse spring onions with shallots. I always tend to call spring onions shallots. I don't know why I always make that mistake. By this time my beef is ready, so I'm just going to cut that into tiny strips. So off camera, I added my vegetable oil in the pot. I let it heat up, then I put in my blended pepper. You know, the rough pepper I blended earlier. Yes, I fried that in the oil, then I added the spring onions, and this is me just giving everything a good mix and making sure that it fries properly. Go ahead and season to taste, and because I'll be using oyster sauce and soy sauce in this dish, I added some extra dry pepper apart from the blended pepper I used earlier, just to make it a bit more attractive to the Nigerian palate. So I'm going to be adding my coconut slurry. I made this slurry using coconut milk and my meat stock. I basically just mixed both of them together. But if you don't have coconut milk, you can get coconut powder and dissolve it in your meat stock and add it to the pot. Now it's time to go in with my spices. You can use whatever brand that you prefer. These are the ones that I like to use. Like, I use this in my sauces, in my stir fries, and it always comes out amazing. Please be generous with the soy sauce and oyster sauce. That is literally the bedrock of this dish. You can also add some chili garlic sauce if you'd like. I would advise you not to add salt until you have added all these sauces, and then you taste it, and if you still feel like adding salt, then you can go ahead and do that. Now I'll be going in with my thickener. You can use flour and water for this, or cornstarch and water. And if it really comes down to it, you can use semolina and water. After adding the thickener, you need to be stirring constantly so that it doesn't form lumps in your sauce. You have to be stirring and stirring and stirring so that you've added something thick to it. So if you don't stir it constantly, it's going to form lumps, or it's going to just start burning under. So you have to just keep stirring. Yes. After after you've added your veggies and your meat, don't leave it too long. Just bring it to a boil and voila, your beef curry is ready. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.
By creating an imaginary picture.